Yeah, good morning, everyone. Just give you an update on what's going on here at Kilauea volcano. In the lower east drift zone, the effusive eruption of lava continues with little significant change from the last few days. The Fissure 8 spatter cone continues to produce a pretty vigorous river of lava in an open channel that heads to the northeast and then turns southeast and enters the ocean about 8 miles downflow. One of the interesting things observed by our field crews during the overflight this morning is that the channel system in the lower portion of this lava flow, where it ends up into the ocean, has gone through some changes. And this is an interesting phenomenon of reorganization that we're trying to understand. It appears at times that the channel is very vigorous all the way to the ocean, and at other times it diminishes and just becomes a broad, rubbly front. As of this morning, the channel was mostly on the southern side of the flow, and the margin of the flow is expanding a little bit to the south. So there's some very interesting channel dynamics going on in this lava flow in the lower portion that really does impact its behavior as it spreads out and enters the ocean. We're still seeing a little bit of weak spattering at Fissure 22, which is just to the northeast or downrift of Fissure 8. This has been intermittent for some time now, and I kind of liken this to the wound is still bleeding there. In other words, even though the main activity is coming out at Fissure 8, there's still a little bit of magma that's making it to the surface at Fissure 22 and this sort of intermittent strombolian bursts. And one thought we have, but have not yet been able to test, is that maybe the lower end of the fissure system is still interacting a little bit with groundwater, causing this intermittent explosivity. But that's just an idea we haven't really tested. So things are continuing in the lower east drift zone. There's still the same hazards from the lava flows and potential spillouts of the channel. Still very high amounts of sulfur dioxide gas being measured and coming out of Fissure 8 and drifting downwind. And of course, the ocean entry is still producing the very voluminous blaze plume that is also a hazardous phenomenon. And I hope we're going to hear from John Bravender a little bit about the weather that this volcanic eruption is creating, which is really a remarkable aspect of the phenomenon. Up at the summit of Kilauea volcano, we continue to have these almost daily collapse explosion events, we're calling them. We had one this morning at 9:20 in the middle of our HVO staff meeting. It looked a lot like the ones we've been having now for a number of weeks. Just before the event, we had earthquake rates up there between 25 and 40 per hour, and then as is typical after this event, we dropped to about 10 per hour. So it's a period of seismic quiet occurring now. And we think we're just moving right into the next cycle, which appears to show no sign of stopping. SO2 emissions from the volcano summit have dropped to very low levels, pretty much background levels prior to the 2008 activity, really, up at the summit. So gas is not much of a hazard from the summit activity at this time, although the very voluminous lower east drift zone SO2 plume does occasionally impact the summit of the volcano and cause very poor air quality. And I think I'll conclude at that.